Welcome back. We continue our Thunder at the Glen Race Week coverage brought to you by Williams Toyota of Elmira. Karina Norman alongside Ryan Campbell. Well, Ryan, that NASCAR Cup Series Go Bowling at the Glen race was this afternoon, and that playoff race certainly ended in dramatic fashion today.
Oh yeah, definitely did. A lot of the 16 playoff drivers, they were involved in wrecks today. It completely shook up the playoff standings. Now the Cup Series race, it was pretty hectic right from the start. The race went to a caution, not even a lap in. Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Denny Hamlin all got into a crash. Blaney took the brunt of it. It caused them to be done for the day. Now pole position winner Ross Chastain, he led most of stage one. Martin Truex Jr. followed closely behind him, and Chastain went to pit road with just a couple of laps left in the stage, so Truex Jr. able to come away with that stage one win, but that earned him one playoff point. And there was a lot of frustration though for the 19 car. He did not have the ending he was looking for. He ended up finishing in 20th.
All right, now let's take a look at stage two. This one was much more uneventful, but still a little bit of stuff going on. Tyler Reddick did spin out on turn one, ending up in the gravel. And with 2 laps left to go in stage two, Daniel Suarez ended up in the gravel as well as he was turning into turn 6. NASCAR having to throw yet another caution yellow flag to get him out. So again, just a crazy day for those playoff drivers today. But a good thing to come out of stage two was Denny Hamlin. He was able to finish in the 10th spot of stage two, so he did earn a playoff point, but Ross Chastain ultimately took that stage.
And in the third and final stage, that consisted of 50 laps. Hamlin crashed again in the stage. The crowd certainly had a big reaction on that one. The 11 car attempted to go 3 wide with Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski going into the S's, and with about 10 laps to go, Harrison Burton, his left rear tire started to burn so much that debris and rubber on the track had to throw the yellow. And with 7 laps to go on the restart, William Byron and Brad Keselowski got into a wreck in turn 4, and Joey Logano nudged the 6, which caused him to turn into Byron. Both of them playoff drivers. And then with 3 laps to go, Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch were involved in the crash on the restart of turn 1, and the race went into overtime because of that caution. And Shane Van Gisbergen and Chris Buescher, they battled it out in the last lap. Buescher passed SVG on turn 5. Just a thriller. This race was nothing short of entertaining this afternoon. The number 17 car, Chris Buescher, takes the checkered flag at Watkins Glen International. That's his first win of the season.
Sitting there pacing there that last lap, I was like, man, we're catching them a little bit here, and I seen them getting free, and we got down that bus stop really, really deep, and I watched them hit that curb and get that big slide, and I knew that was my shot. So went to try and go left and covered that and crossed over, was able to get to the bottom and run away. But such a huge moment for RFK, this BuildSubmarines.com Mustang. We had so many other folks, suppliers to build subs, and so many of our partners here. It was a big moment for everybody to finally get the big win. It was, I think, appreciated by all of us at RFK. But we've been so good at road courses, this whole group. What that's been for us is 2nd, 4th, 5th, 3rd, and it's not computed to a win. So to finally get a road course win, that's a big relief for me personally.
All right, such a great win from Buescher, even though he's not even in the playoff standings. But let's take a look at those standings after the race today. None of the top 5 from today were in the playoffs, but Joey Logano, he's leading the standings currently with his win last week in Atlanta. He has already secured a spot in that round of 12. Rounding out the top 5 are Christopher Bell, Austin Cindric, Alex Bowman, and Daniel Suarez. And next week's race in Bristol, Tennessee is a big one, as it is the final and the 3rd round of 16 before the field gets cut down to 12 drivers. Here are the 4 drivers currently on the outside looking in. Denny Hamlin is 6 points off the cut line after a rough day at the Glen today. Brad Keselowski is 12 back with Martin Truex Jr. in 15th and Harrison Burton in 16th.